It has an updated start menu. Next, it has improved multitasking, including virtual desktop. The marketing name is no. The release date is July 29, 2015. The second one is 1511, which is November update. The features is it has pre-installed Skype video, messaging and phone app. Next is it has visual and functional tweak. The third is anniversary update. And it has this Windows support for user for the current branch CB. The fourth one is creators update. Fifth one is April 2018 update. Sixth is October 2018 update. Eight is May 29 update. The update is include a new light theme, separation of search and Cortana in the taskbar, recommended troubleshooting, notification hidden while in a full screen. The 9 is November 2019 update. The notable changes in this update is ability to create event from the calendar fly out on the taskbar. It also improved to notification management, including thumbnail, demonstrating notification, and the action center in application notification. Okay, the last one is the latest May 2020 update, which is it has faster and easier access to Bluetooth setting and pairing. Virtual desktop are now renewable. It introducing a chat-based UI for Cortana. Windows subsystem for Linux too. That's for Windows 10. Next is for evolution of Ubuntu. What is Ubuntu operating system? Ubuntu is a Linux distribution based on Debian, mostly composed of free and open source software. Ubuntu is officially released in the 3 edition, which is desktop, server, and core for Internet of Things, devices, and robots. All the editions can run on the computer alone or in a virtual machine. Ubuntu is a popular operating system for cloud computing with support for OpenStack. There are a lot of updates for Ubuntu, which have 33 updates. The first one is 4.10 version. It was the first release of Ubuntu for a company named Chronicle Ltd and provide a good and fast OS with a small number of applications like Firefox, Evolution Email, and another. Okay, the second one is 1.04, which is Hori Hegberhop. It has bring notable addition to the OS like Hibernate and Standby mode and better support for the powerful processor back then. The third one is Lazy Badger, which is this one. Version 5.10. It released in the same year, but it brought a lot of changes to the operating system, such as a better and more advanced in 5 browser as a literature. For the first time, Ubuntu had a graphical boot leader. Okay, the next one is 6.0 CLTS, which is Stable Draker. Stable Draker, this version of the OS featured a brand new network manager which enable easy switching between active connection. The fifth one is EGFit version 6.10. Ubuntu 6.10 is another version of Ubuntu, but not many changes to it. Some useful changes were the addition of an automatic crash reporting tool and a few productivity apps like Tombow and F-Spots Photo Manager. The sixth one is PCFound. PCFound is version 7.04. Next one is 7.10, which is Class Keyboard. Next is 8.04 LTS Hardy Heron. Next is Interpret Ebex 8.10. This version Ubuntu tinted further by introducing a special guest account through which this guest account could have limited access to the system and their history data will clear after use. Next is 9.04 version Jaudi check loop. Next is Karmic Cola. Next is Lucid Linux. Next is 10.10 Maverick Market. This one is more and more portable devices like laptop and netbook were being used at that time. So Ubuntu not willing to remain left behind. So they added new interface called Unity. The next is Native Narwhal 11.04. Next is 11.10 Honor Oscillate. Next is 12.04 LTS versus Regular. After Unity come a branch in addition to the Ubuntu OS in the year 2020 called HUD 8-up display, which replaced the menu system in the OS. One could just search for a feature or action and perform the action easily in illustrated below. Okay. Next is 13.10 Scousis Salamander. Ubuntu 13.10 has become as a boring application by the user. But they added some feature like Smart Scope, which make the search much better and relevant by recognizing your search pattern and showing up the best result possible. Next is Testiftar 14.10 Autopic Unicorn, 50.04 Vivid Web, 50.10 Really Warehouse. This version, they eliminate the disappearing window edges scrollbar in a favor for the upstream genome scrollbar. And next is Senior Series, Setia 17.04, 17.1, 17.110. Artful Artwork. Next is Artful Artwork. This first release of Ubuntu uses a genome interface and replace X12 in this version. Next is Bionic Beaver. Next is Cosmic Cuttlefish. Next is Disco Dingo. The next is Ion Armin. And the latest one is Focal Fossa that we use right now. It will provide maintenance update for 5 years until April of 2025. This release is based on the long-term support Linux kernel 5.4. And the last one is Groovy Gorilla. Ubuntu 20.10 codename Groovy Gorilla is standard release that's scheduled for 22 October for 2020. That's all from me. Thank you.
Kamu duduk diam. Kenapa present dah?
Siapa lepas ni?
Siapa nak present ni? Siapa? Afrina nak ni nak present? Izatul ke? Safira ke? Nazila ke? Siapa ni nak present? Izatul tu macam dah ready je. Boleh dah present. Zila. Kat tadi nak present. Cepat present cepat. Present. Present. Present je, tak ikut slide pun tak apa. Udah-udahlah tu duk balas di WhatsApp tu. Siapa nak cakap ni? Takkan saya pula nak cakap. Cakap lah, baru dengar. Cuba cakap, Syaira. Tak dengar tu. Tak dengar, tak dengar. Cuba awak keluar semula. Syaira, awak keluar, awak masuk balik. Masa balik tu dia akan beritahu video sekali yang voice tu. Kena allow. Yang lain next. Muncul dah. Syaira try cakap. Boleh tak? On mic, on mic. Dia kena on mic. Bukan mute. Yang lain tu cuba try cakap. Dengar suara tak? Zila, awak punya sound okey tak? Dekat nampak tu. Syaira okey?
Hello.
Syaira okey tak Syaira? Tu Azila kan?
Hello.
Udah. Mana? Syaira boleh tak? Dengar suara? Dengar?
Sir, dengar tak sir?
Okey.
Saya dulu Azila.
Syaira cuba try dulu speaker dekat komputer. Dengar tak? Try dulu. Kadang-kadang earphone tu problem. Zila start.
.087. Today I'm going to present about process management. For the first question is how both operating system handle their process management when it comes to many process requests for CPU resources. Process management involves various tasks like creation, scheduling, termination of process, and deadlock. Process is a program that is under execution, which is an important part of modern day operating system. The operating system must allocate resources that enable process to share and exchange information. It also protects the resources of each process from other methods and allows synchronization among process. It is the job of operating system to manage all the running process of the system. It handles operations by performing tasks like process scheduling and such as resource allocation. For Windows 10, every process contains one or more threads, and the Windows thread is the basic executable unit. Windows has long supported multiprocessor system. So threads can be allocated to separate processors within a computer. Windows can run many programs at the same time. Unless your computer has several processors, it can only perform one task at a time. For Ubuntu, process ID is the unique identifier used to specify the process to the operating system. It does not change until the process termination. Ubuntu have two separate process scheduling algorithms. One is time sharing for fair, preemptive scheduling among multiple processes. The other one is designed for real-time tasks. For time sharing algorithms, the standard round-robin method is used. It is a first-come, first-served method. Multitasking is the mechanism by which the CPU of a computer is able to handle multiple tasks at the same time. The computer does not have to stop or interrupt one task in order to execute another. For example, you can open Word document and then go to research something on the internet. The computer does not have to exit the Word document in order to open the browser. For number 2, explain the operating system
Zila,
effect with
share
various
slide.
CPU type.
Share
The
slide Zila.
simplest possible way to organize a multiprocessor operating system is to statically divide memory into as many partitions as there are CPUs and give each CPU its own private memory and its own private copy of the operating system. Multiprocessor. Ah,
Tak apa Zila, present je. Tak payah nak share, tak apa.
multiprocessor is still better than having and separate computers since it allows all the machines to share a set of disks and other input-output device, and it also allows the memory to be shared flexibly. For example, if one day an unusual large program has to be run, one of the CPUs can be allocated and extra large portion of memory for the duration of that program. In addition, process can efficiently communicate with one another by having, say, a producer be able to write data into memory and have a consumer fetch it from the place the producer wrote it. Still, from an operating system perspective, having each CPU have its own operating system is as primitive as it gets. Number 3, compare and recommend which operating system utilize its processor more efficient in terms of normal usage and server usage. For normal usage in Windows 10 can handling and learning part is easy. Can be used for other things also and less customizable option than Ubuntu. For Ubuntu, handling is not easy and have to learn lots of command. An operating system for programming only, customizable from the moment you install it. Server usage for Windows 10, high performance web application framework, wider software compatibility. New versions of Windows may be not compatible with older device drivers. Always make sure to update your hardware. Guaranteed long-term support. For Ubuntu, keep the structure of the operating system
Okey, siapa pula present? Ya. Okey, siapa pula present? Syairah present nampak. Cuba cakap. Tak dengar lah. Cuba awak pergi dekat awak dah test belum? Dekat try awak test sound. Dapat tak? Dah test dah? Berjaya boleh Yelah tadi bunyi ni pasal ada bunyi knock tadi, beep tadi Tapi kenapa bila awak cakap tak bunyi Hmm. Jap. Mungkin ada saya setting jap Yang lain prepare untuk present dulu. Nanti saya tengok ni yang Syaira punya. Jap. Yang lain tak nak present dulu ke? Sambil-sambil Syaira tu test dia punya phone. Tu Afrina, Izatul. Okey.
Nama saya Nur Izzatul Ifa binti Mazlan, CB 18117. I would like to present about memory management.
Azika, cuba besarkan tu slideshow. Boleh start.
For the question 1, how both operating system handle their memory management, especially on visual memory? For the Windows 10, it supports both 32-bit and 64-byte logical address. The address space of the address space of process is either 2 GB or 3 GB. The remainder of the logical address space is reserved for OS use. The kernel is mapped into this part of every process address space. The page size is 4 KB. Windows use a two-level page table organization. The higher level page table is called a page directory. Page directory contains 2024 entries of 4 bytes each. Each entry in page directory points to a page table, while for the Ubuntu, it is known as the swap. Swap describes transaction of moving memory page between physical RAM and the hard disk and the region of the disk the page are stored on. Ubuntu commonly use a whole partition of a hard disk for swapping. That partition called as swap space.
Lain tu problem tu. Izatul ada slide sendiri?
Ada tapi tak boleh nak buka.
Tadi nak buka? Tadi nak share? Boleh. Pergi belah kanan sekali.
Kejap, sir.
Ada?
Saya tolong dia kejap, sir.
Tolong share.
Okay.
Okay, present cepat-cepat nanti data habis.
Pak slideshow. Next, Lena.
Ni.
Next. Next. Yang question number 2. Now, next slide.
Next.
Apa? Slide tak boleh tukar Tak tukar slide
Tak.
Kenapa Fina tak boleh klik next saya slide. Sekejap
Next.
Ni ke?
Okay. Yes. For the question number 2.
Okay.
Limitation of maximum or minimum memory required by each operating system, especially on 64-byte or 32-byte architecture. For Windows 10, two architectures such as 32-byte and 64-byte, which they have different in compatibility and performance. Windows 10 32-byte is more likely to work with all the hardware and software, but it misses out some of the performance and feature benefits that are only available in Windows 10 64-byte. Windows 10 64-byte is recommended if it has 4 GB or more RAM. It supports up to 2 TB of RAM. Windows 10 32-byte can utilize up to 30.2 GB. The memory address space for 64-byte Windows is much larger, which means twice memory is needed as much as 32-byte Windows to accomplish some of the same tasks. While for the Ubuntu, Ubuntu is only limited to the physical architecture of the CPU, chipset, buses, and peripheral. 32-byte Ubuntu comes with physical address extension (PAE), which can use 64 GB of RAM, even though it is limited to 4 GB virtual memory process. 64-byte Ubuntu has no addressing limit, so depend on the CPU and the chipset. Most systems will be limited by their chipset and RAM socket. Next. Next. For the question number 3, compare and recommend which operating system utilizes its memory more efficient in terms of first normal usage. For the Windows 10, Microsoft recommend 4 GB of RAM for Windows 10 users. Meanwhile, for the Ubuntu, the developer of Ubuntu, the most popular Linux version, Canonical, recommends 2 GB of RAM. For the Windows 10, people have far less options with Windows 10 when it comes to boosting RAM. While for the Ubuntu can do all these things and more. For example, people could switch to an alternative of Ubuntu which is much lighter on resources. There are a lot of options to choose from. For the Windows 10, it's adjust animation and theme setting, but the graphical user interface still remain and it is still heavy. While for the Ubuntu, which operating system, lightweight apps can be run, but this has a better effect on Ubuntu because it has a lighter environment. Next. Okay, for the server usage, for the Windows 10, Windows Server supports more powerful hardware. Windows 10 Pro has maximum limit of 2 TB of RAM, but Windows Server allows for 24 TB of RAM. A desktop user usually is unlikely even to consider such as large amount of RAM, but server can make good use of their greater RAM capacity between managing many users, computers, and potential VMs through Hyper-V. Server 2016 of Windows supports up to 64 sockets. Similarly, a 32-byte copy of Windows 10 only supports 32 cores and the 64-byte version supports 256 cores. But then Windows Server has no limit for cores. For the Ubuntu, Ubuntu Server is a server operating system that runs on all major architecture. Ubuntu is a server platform that anyone can use for website, FTP, email server, file and print server, cloud service and database service. Ubuntu server has 512 MB of RAM, 1 GHz of CPU, and storage 1 GB disk space. Ubuntu server is appealing as it cost effective. Anyone can download a copy for the latest version of Ubuntu server and deploy it on as many machines as necessary at zero cost. So for the conclusion, Windows Server utilizes its memory more efficient based on server users compared to Ubuntu Server. That's all for memory management.
Okay, next presenter. Dengar.
I will present about the file management. My name is Nur Afrina binti Alimi. My metric number is CB18073. Firstly, I'll focus on how both operating systems handle their file management, especially on file system hierarchy. Also, I will look for how do both operating systems separate files and normal files. Okay, for Windows 10, Windows use different data drive like CDE to store file and folder. While Ubuntu adheres to the file system hierarchy, begins at the root directory branch of the root, but everything starts at the root. For Windows 10, user home directory located in root /users /username, while Ubuntu, user home directories are located in /home. For Windows 10, has 4 types of user account, which is administrator, standard, child, and guest, while Ubuntu has 3 types of user account, which is regular, root, and service account. For Windows 10, Windows use format exe to format a disk, while Ubuntu, Linux use MKFS, make file system in various specialist form. Okay, next, to support my research, I will include the relevant scenario. For Windows 10, high memory usage is usually related to RAM and virtual memory. Although memory is tightly connected with CPU and hard drive, the high memory usage problem still differs from high CPU usage and high disk usage problem. If the computer has high memory usage problem, it will freeze, especially when a large program like a game is running. Sometimes it will result in your computer is low on memory error popping up. In addition, computer users can also evaluate high memory usage Windows 10 on Task Manager. So you have just right click on the taskbar and select the Task Manager, and this one will appear on your screen. So it will show the percentage of the CPU, memory, disk, and network. Next questions, I will explain on how both OS handles the naming conventions of each files. For Windows 10, Microsoft has provided migration transparent for the user throughout the VFAT technology for Unicode migration, while Ubuntu in Linux provide Con VMV for Unicode migration. Okay, Windows 10 support hard links on file system and provides the command for creating them. Ubuntu allows a file to have more than one name and names are to the files or equivalent. For Windows 10, you cannot have two files with the same name in the same folder. Ubuntu Linux file naming convention for Ubuntu is case sensitive. Thus, sample with a lowercase and sample with uppercase are two different files. Okay, for Windows 10, Recall FAT16 is the ancient standard responsible for Windows file name with 8.3, the file name length restriction. For Ubuntu, file system can be Minix, ext, or ext2 to name a few. Tak gerak. Okay, third question. I will ask. I will explain on how both OS handle system-related files. Based on the findings, state the pros and cons between both. Okay, for Windows 10, to ensure the reliability of NTFS, three major areas were addressed, which is recoverability, removal of fatal single sector failures, and hot fixing. While Ubuntu file must be made to be executable by someone with administrator privileges, which requires a password for security. Windows 10 can encrypt and decrypt files and folders while reading or writing them. Ubuntu has reliability and performance. Windows 10 NTFS has a built-in security system which controls sharing of files between users. Ubuntu is a powerful unified file system. Okay, for cons, Windows 10, the NTFS file system requires a significant amount of space overhead to function. Space overhead is a data storage space on a drive that is devoted to the file system itself and therefore cannot be used to store data, while Ubuntu propensity for duplication. Windows 10 file and directory names can be up to 255 characters long, including any extension. Ubuntu has lack of sharing. Conventional file systems are allocated necessary space to accommodate your files and applications. Once file space is allocated to specified data, it becomes off limits to other data, even the data sharing is advantageous. Okay, that's all.
Okay, apa ni? Syafira last. Tu boleh dengar dah tu. Syairah tu boleh dengar.
Hello, dah itu
Hello.
Afrina. Ustaz tu, slide dia tak keluar.
Tak keluar tu. Siapa tu tadi saya tengok Azika boleh share kan? Minta Azika share.
Kejap.
Macam mana sound boleh bunyi? Tukar earphone
Saya bagi enable kat laptop, tadi unable.
Saya dah agak dah. Sebab masa masuk mula-mula dia dah bertanya dah nak enable ke tak.
Nampak tak slide?
Nampak.
Okay. Okay, my name is Nur Syairah binti Masyarul Islam. Today I'm going to present about security management. Okay, security refers to providing a protection system to computer system resources such as CPU, memory, disk, software, program, and most importantly, data information stored in the computer system. If a computer system is run by an unauthorized user, then he or she may cause severe damage to computer or data stored in it. So a computer system must be protected against unauthorized access, malicious access to system memory, viruses, worms, and else. We are going to discuss following topic in this chapter, security management. So the question is, how both operating system handle the security management. We choose Windows 10 and Linux Ubuntu. The first one is for user and password authentication and management. For Windows 10, they deploying a combination of tools such as for Microsoft Passport, Windows Hello, and Microsoft Azure Archive. Directory had limit potential risk. For Passport, it will provide a multi-factor password alternative, while Hello deploys a biometric and active directory. It takes an identity and access management into the cloud. For Linux Ubuntu, it will be created as the full user on every Linux system. It can be disabled via Secure Share (SSH). It disabling root user via SSH make it harder for a bad actor to gain access to the system because the root is created by default on every Linux server. The next second question is securing kernel for unauthorized access. For Windows 10, mitigation is built into Windows 10 provide description of Windows 10's mitigation that require no configuration. For example, heat protection and kernel pool protection are built into Windows 10. For Linux Ubuntu, the Linux kernel itself is responsible for policing who get access to what resources. This will make difficult to be an optimal balance between performance, stability, and security. The kernel can be configured in two ways. The first way is during compilation, the bit process to create the kernel and int module. The second one is using the command or its related file system. Okay, the next one is explain how both operating system handle and attempt to hack your system from the internet. Related third party and also software if needed. Windows 10 will involve the use of antivirus software which has quarantine option. Then you need to run a system scan that root out any malware you find. For example, CCleaner can erase malware. For Linux Ubuntu, Linux network scanners are used to detect other devices on network. It can attackers are able to develop a virtual map in the network. It also discovering other devices. Many network scanners are capable of gathering detail about devices such as operating system, software, and firewall are being used. Network scanners are also used to discover network security hole and Linux Wi-Fi hacking. The last one is the mechanism of preventing. For Windows 10, we use a firewall. Windows 10 and Windows 8 have a firewall that already built in automatically turn on. We can use antivirus software and keep it current. If you run Windows 10 or Windows 8, you can have Windows Security or Windows Defender Security Center. For Linux Ubuntu, there are measures that organization and individual can take a lesson the risk of threat of Linux hacking. Many of these security procedures use the same tool that malicious party abuse in Linux hacking. There are also organizations that can use the tool discussed above. For example, password cracker, network scanner, vulnerability scanner, wireless sniffers, intrusion detection system, and F. This is to test their software and network from a hacker perspective. That's all. Okay, so
Okay, thank you everyone for your presentation. Okay, macam mana? Happy present nampak semua? Suka belaka present? Saya nak tanya, kamu present guna data mana Data free, yes Yang 40 gig tu?
Guna data sendiri.
Yang 40 gig tu tak dapat
dia
Dapat tapi tak ada line ke tu.
dia
Oh,
ada yang
lain
tak boleh
dia,
support setengah handphone.
Oh, macam tu pula. Habis tu siapa yang boleh guna 40 gig tu? Dekat rumah siapa? Ada siapa tak? Antara kamu
Saya.
Boleh guna
Boleh.
Laju
Tapi tak kuat sangat pun. Tak.
Oh, dia nak kena guna data sendiri juga Okay. Back to our presentation in term of Windows and Linux, which one better? Semua mute. Macam mana saya nak dengar?
From aspect like cost, hardware compatibility, Ubuntu is better than Windows. However, from aspect like it is for you support game or game experience, Windows is better.
Which one is user friendly? Why?
Windows.
Kemudahan macam mana tu?
Banyak
Contoh?
kemudahan kot. Banyak Microsoft.
Banyak Microsoft Apa yang awak duk baca satu? Terkumit tu. Azila? Kenapa Windows lagi bagus? Kenapa Windows lagi senang guna? Oh, mic tak jadi Okey, tak apa. Yang lain jawab. Syairah, yang awak menangis tu apa pasal? Tak ada, saya tak makan orang pun
Windows ada banyak software macam Microsoft, Visual Studio. Kalau Ubuntu dia untuk small part je.
Semua part Dia nak Ubuntu ni kita baru download, kita baru install Dia punya package berbeza. Small part punya package. In term of security, which one better? Janganlah tengok saya, jawablah. Muka saya tak ada jawapan pun. Cari dalam slide, cari. Which one better?
Ubuntu.
Kenapa? Why?
Sebab user dia lagi kecil daripada Windows.
Ya ke?
User dia ada sikit je user daripada Windows.
Oh, tak, salah tu, salah. Kenapa? Kenapa security? In term of encryption ke apa ke?
Sebab kenapa Ubuntu lagi okey sebab Windows perlukan antivirus. Lepas tu dia jadi target malware, scammers and virus.
Bukan antivirus. Boleh lah. Hampir-hampir lah tu. Sikit lagi. Sikit lagi. Kenapa? Sebab Windows diperlukan executable file. Executable file tu bila kamu klik dia terus run terus. Manakala Linux dia baca based on script file So dia susah untuk kena attack atau kena serang. Okey, ada apa soalan lagi tanya? Ada apa soalan nak tanya? Tak ada. Mohon tengok ni lah. Macam mana dengan kelas? Kamu baca kat Takyat okey tak? Tengok tak? Empat
Sir,
minggu.
saya tak boleh. Sir,
Ah,
saya tak boleh install lagi Ubuntu sebenarnya.
tak boleh install lagi Ubuntu. Kenapa ni? Data besar?
Saya dah download VirtualBox juga. Pun tak boleh juga.
Saya ada share tu virtual machine. Boleh try guna virtual machine. Saya ada share baru ni link. Dekat link saya tu ada Ubuntu kat situ dah ada. Virtual machine pun ada. VirtualBox pun ada. Pakai guna virtual machine. Yang lain ada masalah. 4 minggu lagi kita ada final exam tau. Empat minggu lagi ya. Ada soalan? Tak ada okey lah. Mesti semua lapor kan. Suka Azika kata lapor nak makan. Korang tak masak pagi ni. Mak korang masak okey lah. Terima kasih semua. Thank you semua. Nanti video upload. Dah upload belum?
Belum.
Nanti boleh upload dekat saya punya share tadi kat drive saya pun boleh. Lagi senang. Okay, thank you. Stay safe stay home jangan jalan.
Thank you, sir.
Assalamualaikum.
Salam.
Hello, Dos. Ya. Ya, apa dia? Hello. Hello.